somewhere. There's a
Yeah,
bike lying around
where's
somewhere.
the bike?
That is true. That is true. Now, unfortunately, knocked down. Honey Badger knows exactly where he is, so Nate should be able to take him out. Redby, in the meantime, spots an example over the hilltop, able to get him down. Has to fall back, though. He is the up-close threat to Na'Vi, so he did exactly what he had to. Peek over, get the knockback off, and then now have Adder and Spear up above. Kind of hold your back as you rendezvous with them. But having said that, Leon able to find the first. This is going to slow down Petrichor to an extent that I don't even know what they can do at this point. We'll see. Insight trying to lob one more flash on over. Gets the flush on one. There are players down low and in between. Founds two, finds three. Just one left alive. This is a slaughterhouse, and Fury in full control. Petrichor butchered on the north side of the circle.
Oh, that is so well handled by Fury there. A little bit of a misstep from Petrichor Road, but
Next coming in, Beamy down to under half HP, wants to get the knock in return, but it's such a difficult area to be. A nice little wiggle over the top there by Ronan, secures the kill, and that should be them getting the info that their side of the circle is now safe. VP taken down to Liquid once again. EB not with James this time around, or with Clip this time around, but James instead managed to peek over the side, getting the kill. Zest, you're dead. Sack for playing it too defensive. This is playing it off perfectly for them. They know Ents has to leave. They know they're pushed by the blue. They know pretty much exactly where Fury is sitting outside. Now Remba finds one, finds two. That's going to be Fury out of the equation. Just 2 players left, 5-1. Seen instantly. 1 versus 3. Diggory comes. Right now, everyone is holding on. Adder, nice headshot connected though, forcing Insight down again.
Will it be Renba's job to try to go for Insight over there? Meanwhile, Ents didn't like that fight, so they're going to try to take it to Fury. Flood takes a headshot. Adder catches Rustenmar skirting across the edges of the smoke. Tiksun out, grenade out. I don't think it found a connection. No, it's going to bounce around the outside of Ghibli. Insight here, up and I think that's definitely one of those discretion is the better part of valor situations. This looks familiar. I think we saw a certain VP player up here last time when it was Deva down by that tree, but BBL... Yeah, okay, they remember, or somebody knew.
How much money would you put on Code Marco thinking James is Batulans right now?
A lot. Because that's what I would have assumed that was.
They've got to be convinced that this is VP right now, because, I mean, we do see other Liquid take out a VP player earlier. There are only 3 players alive. If we push, we have a good chance. Whenever they realize it's Liquid, it's like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be Virtus Pro.
Then we get the Scooby-Doo, situation where they take the mask off. It was Team Liquid all along.
Exactly. I love it. More Cartoon Network references, please.
I know. Yeah. Okay. I've got plenty of them. Don't worry. We'll get some Dexter's Laboratory references eventually. But
I love it.
Look, I think
it's absolutely insane. That was absolutely insane. But I mean, at least from that direction, I don't think it's going to be possible. Mainly because of the... Wait, can you vault while you're carrying a person? I take that as a no, because you probably would have.
Think so? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think so.
I'm actually unsure. Ooh, get into safety. Able to get him. Yes, rest and right by the window. He does have at least that flash up there, so that's all right.
I'm pretty sure you can't vault when you're carrying people. I feel like
I'm supposed to.
I feel like it should.
On down now. In the meantime, BBL thought they were safe in making the push down here. Not gonna work out for them. A little preemptive from the push, and from afar, Clip with the headshot all the way uphill towards the west. Finds it and allows for a little bit of a breath of relief for Breweram in the compound.
The Team Liquid's being so proactive in this game. Batulans is going to find Quizzy out in the open. That's a pretty easy finish for that player. But Team Liquid's kind of...
So helping, he kept on driving, now realizing that there was a rat behind them. Double kill secured for Ibiza, and T-Bone is going to have to make a run forward.
All right, well, I don't know what Captain can do here. I think that grenade's for himself. Indeed.
I'm no longer for this world.
Capitan. Yeah, I am. Oh, Capitan, my Capitan. Not much left for him to do, to be frank. Korn now sees Ibiza across the street, but Ibiza's able to get to that rock. Batulans now hits the backside.
The compound, but they're going to aggress on it nonetheless. Korn forced to fall back. They still have Rustenmar, a vehicle behind, so splitting up the push, but solid damage being done by Squeaky to force GNL back.
Yeah, Rustenmar, his angle isn't good enough to see GNL, so he has to start repositioning, and here they come up and over. They run him over! Rustenmar shows up in the perfect moment. Oh, Ents. I mean, it wasn't probably how they drew it up, but that'll do.
Why coordinate? They've been now down to 35 HP. Squeaky is sprinting. He wants to get to his teammates. They know that there's a Groza to be dealt with. Get the...
Okay. Yes, we are in patch 14.1 where you can carry your teammates. You can also carry code Marco and let him know that he killed himself with his own grenade.
Unfortunate. Not the perfect start to a tournament, but you know what? It's ranking decision. Again, as much as I am generally against hot dropping, if there's a point, if there's a time to do this, now is the time. This is going to be a long tournament, and you want to claim...
Looks like, or not Arcane, I'm sorry, AAA, attack all around. They're just...
Inside the city early on, wouldn't want to get trapped in there should you have to move later on. But inside... Careful on the bike. He does have a missing tire, though, so they might have to commit to something. Yeah, shots are still being fired. They're going right in between the new happy team and actually one. Yeah, it's already finding inside. The busted bike ain't gonna grant you any favors, and that's one down early. And yep, there you go. There's the confirmed Fury. Down one early on.
Could have been a lot worse. New happy.
Forwards trying to at least get them some speed before they show three, and we should know in just a couple of seconds what they're planning on doing. Yep, they're getting in the cars. One in the Dasha, two in the Dasha. More smoke's being thrown from the Dasha. I think they're making a play for the shacks here. At least that's what I would assume to happen. Three in the car, going up to the right side. Oh, through the smoke, and Nonix finds the first ghost up down. The smokes are still there, so the rest might be possible. Flood trying to find it, not gonna happen.
Yeah, losing Facts, so unfortunate for FaZe with the position that they've got, with the circle they've got, now down to 3 players. This opens up the door to seeing them get pinched from both sides. Heroic, Mad, maybe BBL, depending on the way they push up. The good news for FaZe, of course, they don't have to worry about teams behind them. Capitan, he's got Faultlessly behind him as well for Unique. He's the solo for KPI. He hears him, he sees him, the shot's not quite landing the way he would have liked, but eventually... Not one for the highlight reel from either of those two, but Capitan will take it. Unique. That's so unfortunate. They lose yet another player down to just 2 remaining. It's like the 3rd place. In fact, they're going a little bit further. Scouting, learning from the Book of FaZe. But David gets knocked out, so does Ian as well. That's Zipyard from New Happy. Edie as well from Buram. Mad Clan looking quite mad at the moment.
What is going on?
What?
What?
Okay, moving on. 4 teams left, one of which is a solo player. There's an absolute massive chance that Sonics can pull it out. One game, one go. It is going their way at the moment, especially with Baldam
coming into this final fight. They had 1 game, and they get themselves 1 chance
There's no
here
way
to make it on through. It would be absolutely
Nordra.
insane, but that's the first one. Look at this, 8 kills already for Nordra. Potentially a 9th to follow. Should be able to get the flush on Shrimzy.
It's a little bit of like APAC versus NA at the moment. Shrimzy deep inside of that smoke, like you said, on those supply crates. They get a lot of that utility now banked up. Mime, need to hit these shots, need to get a knock, need that pressure onto Buram. Right now, they're the only team with 4 players currently standing. Quinn going for the revival to Shrimzy. That will be successful.
Now finally, does James going to be the initiator on it too? Beamy does fall down. Page doesn't want to look in both directions at once, so has to commit to one fight. Runs down towards Liquid now. He's got his back completely turned to the guys who flew right behind him. And that's James again.
So unfortunate for Heroic here. They did such a good job of holding strong. But in the end, I mean, you're getting pushed from both sides here. James doing a hell of a job of landing these shots, and he'll clean them up. Liquid picking up 3. Not going to be able to get the res on a clip. It looks like he's just going to keep on pushing in. But now Fury, they know somebody's over here. They know it's a solo.
Yep, they saw the knock on clip before they want to try and see if they
can... Burron comes up right back behind them at the worst possible moment. To the west, we now see that it's going to be Oath trying to make their way forward, but I think it's going to be 17 that has vision on them, trying to sneak by Roth, who is running a little bit of a Halloween costume himself at this time of the year, just kind of chilling out and listening for all the pitter-patter footsteps.
He knows it's 4 members alive. Yeah. He just needs to not move at all. Let them go in front of you.
Of all the ways for that one to go, I don't think Roth was expecting it to go into it. Spots out EB, gets him down, gets vengeance for his teammate, and is running forward to provide cover on.
Get the revive, get the revive,
get the revive. Very quickly running out, and does manage to get into it. But how are we going to see the land? Oh, try to pick him up and narrowly dodges out that nade. If he picked him up a second earlier and walked back, that grenade would have...
Things. You can see Ends taking chunks out of E36 as well. Rusty Zero, the backline's Necro. That Morley looks on him. He might burn to death. He does. Sparking's taking him down and now just 1 alive. Rusty Zero trying to hold on here. The flush from the vehicle, flipping on over. and just sent into absolute doom. But Meta aren't looking too good either. Left down to 2, Sparking and Silzen to try and hold this together. Gone through the really quite critical utility down to the flash, pushing in. Rusty's Era gets one. He can't convert the second. Just making sure he's damn dead. Meta, though, left in tatters now.
To cook this. Listen, these pro players, they've been working frags for quite a while. They know the positions in these buildings. This one could be sick.
Let's see. How's the timing? No! Batons! What?
Too sick. Pull it back. Oh my god.
Only VP can take down VP, it seems. And oh, here come the tosses on the other side.
Is James. He's just trying to make a solo heroics here, and he's going to find a duo. This could be bad for SSG. They're both low. One's going to go down, but Kaden will finish it off. SSG gets the win.